Hello. Excuse me for looking like I just rolled out of bed. That may or may not just be how I look at a day-to-day basis. Um, Today, I kind of just I had the feeling that I wanted to record, but I didn't really know what to talk about. And when I hit record, I kind of just felt like the only thing that I can think about is how stuck I've been feeling. I've been feeling so incredibly like just bound to the floor and just unable to get out of it. I don't know why. It feels like every day another thing surfaces where like I'm just unable to operate, or something happens that's like just an inconvenience that's like, of course you would happen now, of all times, now. Like, and it's super annoying. It's been super just like debilitating and degrading, I guess. I don't even know if that's the right word for that, but it's been so annoying. And I don't mean to come on here and just complain. More so, I kind of just wanted to come on here and I don't know. I'm trying to think positively, and I think that's something that people should do. And I've been trying really hard, but lately, more and more, it has been feeling like it is impossible to think positively on my certain situation and circumstances. And it's not like I'm coming here saying like I have the hardest life in the world. Like, I know I don't. I know I'm very fortunate with a lot of things that I'm not even going to go into, but very fortunate as an individual to be in the position that I'm in. But God, does it feel like I am barely holding on sometimes. And I don't know how to deal with that. I feel like I've been barely holding on for months now, just months. And with no end in sight, with no solutions, with no like where to go, no trajectory of any kind to be like, okay, you know what, this is what'll be happening. It's really just looking forward to what's next and hoping that maybe it'll be better on the other side of that. And I'm not going to say that it hasn't been in some situations, but more often than not, it has not been. And I know that's very real. That's like the reality of some things, but it doesn't feel like it should be that way sometimes. Like, a lot of times it just feels like, when did it get to this point? I really don't know what the point of this video is and why I'm coming on here talking to you about this and kind of just airing out my business very vaguely, but I don't know. I keep wanting to like come on here and have something to say, but I never have anything to say because I don't have anything figured out. And I've yet to be able to start making any ground with anything that I feel like I should have figured out by now. And that kind of makes me feel stupid a little bit. It kind of makes me feel like, what am I doing? What has all this time been used for? And I know I said that I was going to take a break from everything, from stressing about all of it, from working myself into the ground with a lot of these things, and just really making myself have a negative relationship with all of everything that I do. But for some reason, that is impossible for me to do. I can't seem to stop. I think I have an addiction to putting myself in that situation for whatever reason. I don't know where it comes from. I know last video I talked about expectations that I hold myself at, and that they're very unhealthy, that they're very like unreasonable for where I'm at, for who I am, for how little I know about the fields that I'm in, and how new I am to everything that I've learned. And it's not fair. It really isn't. But for some reason, even being able to acknowledge that I don't seem to be able to undo that. And it's very damaging, I feel like. Sometimes I feel like it'd be better off to just quit and never do it again, and maybe then I'd be a lot happier. But I know for a fact that I would not be a lot happier. Sorry, under the desk I'm playing with this little clip, so I'm very like stuck here. Um, but I don't know. I don't know if anyone else is going through that, and if you are, I hope that you're having a lot better of a time with being able to just manage everything a lot better than I am, because I'm terrible at managing everything. I can't seem to do anything without overdoing everything about it. And that's bad. And it's annoying. It's really annoying. It makes me an annoying person, I feel like. So I don't know. I don't really know what the point of this is, or if it does have a point, if it serves any kind of purpose. But on the bright side, I leave for college, back to university. What's today, the 22nd? I think I leave in 2 more weeks from here, and I'm both excited and nervous. This semester is going to be a really big change for my life. I'm not really sure how I'm going to manage with a lot of the things that are going to be changing in it, and I'm kind of trying to be more excited and optimistic about it, but there is a part of me that is literally terrified that it is going to break me a little bit. And there's a lot of things, and I'm not going to go into a lot of them, but there's a lot of things that are like kind of scary about it. And I don't know what to do. But again, as I said, trying to be optimistic and hoping that it'll all work out. I'm not a very optimistic person. I think a lot of times I think too much on the negative side of things, on what could go wrong. And maybe that's just like a defense mechanism from being like afraid that everything will go wrong and having this expectation that it'll all be all right, and then having that door slam in my face like, no, it's not, and again, it's an unhealthy mindset to have, to be so destructive of everything around me, but it kind of is just the only way that I feel like I can get by. And this year, I really want to try to not do that to myself, because I've put myself in a very bad spot by doing so. So I'm hoping, and this is kind of, I guess this will serve as like my reminder if I ever come back to this, that, no matter what, that I just have to keep going forward. And that for you seeing this, if you happen to see this, that no matter what happens, just keep going forward, because you don't, it's going to sound so cliche, but you don't really lose until you have decided that you are going to give up, until you completely stop. That's whenever you have failed. And any other failure is just kind of like stepping stones to whatever it is that you were trying to succeed at. So as cliche as it sounds, I feel like it's the only thing that really makes sense right now. My goal right now is to graduate and just be happy and pursue the life that I want, whether that's my professional career or that's my, hobbies that are outside of that I wish were my, professional career, or just living life outside of everything and just being able to be happy as a person rather than feeling like a machine at all times of the day, because it's exhausting. And I don't think that humans were meant to be machines. I don't think that we were ever built to be that way. So if you're someone that's out there that is dealing with that or feeling that, like that weight, I understand it. And I know like everyone's situation's different. Yours may be completely worse than mine, and maybe this is super like, just like you're looking at me like this guy's a fucking bitch. Like, but I don't know. So I guess we'll see how everything goes. Yeah. I was playing with 2 water bottle caps. Dude, I can't do shit. I can't be serious. Anyway, goodbye.